They finally added the replay system to Valorant. Off the bat, I'm not sure I'm a fan of the constant reloading. So when you're navigating through your timeline in the match, each time you move to a specific timestamp, it goes to the beginning of that round and then moves up from there. It momentarily, quote unquote, rewinds on your end, and after a couple of movements, it gets a little annoying. I'm pretty sure it's a capacity or a load limitation, but I think for sure this is a feature that I think needs to be worked on a little bit more going forward for the system. The other replay systems that I've used, like the one in Marvel Rivals, immediately snaps to wherever I am pointing at in the timeline. Obviously, I think this is just a matter of the fact that this replay system is so new, and so they're probably not at that point just yet. I also think the UI is pretty bare bones and basic, which it's not a complaint, but this is Valorant, right? Surely they cook up some interesting UI to go alongside it. But I think right now it's pretty basic, bare bones, which they had to get it out. They've been working on this for a little bit, but it finally is out. We take what we can get. And then obviously in order to use the replay system, if you haven't had a chance to use it quite yet, you have to download the match that you want to view. So you have to go into your career history, you download the specific match that you want to see, and then you go from there. This is the very first match that I played after this feature dropped. So I don't know if there's a limitation on how many you can have downloaded at a time, or if it only lets you download your last 5 matches. So if you play 6, then that first match you can't download anymore. I'm sure there are limitations, I just don't know them yet. I'm still relatively new to the system. Overall, it gets the job done. I think for what it is, the system itself is pretty close to other systems that I've used in other games. I continue to say that I truly do believe that free cam is very valuable in this game. It allows you to understand positioning, where you should be looking at, and it can even reinforce timings for you. The fact that you're able to see where the enemy team was looking at in a specific round, I think is also a really good learning opportunity for players to go back, check some VODs out. Because initially, for the lifespan of Valorant, you had to record your own gameplay. So yes, you could go back and, play out a round and think of what would I have done differently. But the replay system by nature allows for you to not only be able to do that, but also look at what your teammates were doing. Was it really your teammates' fault that you lost that match? Or what the team was doing? You got stomped on so hard, but why was that the case? Was it because the enemy team had better positioning than you did? Was it because they actually used their abilities? Or was it simply a skill diff? Right? I think the ability to go look at other people's POVs, your teammates, and the enemies allows for you to continue learning and developing as a player, which I think this replay system, this is what we needed from the beginning. Now, in terms of features I would like to see, I'd like to see a UI that shows all the abilities that a player has for that given round. Currently, you have to go into each person's POV, see what they bought, and then go from there. But I think it would be useful to have that information at all times, especially so that you can keep track of util usage. I think just as important is implementing the economy somewhere, so that you can see what players are choosing to buy during a given round. When are they saving? How are they saving? Is there a specific gun that they're using on a saving round? When do they force? What abilities does somebody else prioritize? Especially if you're maining that person. If you're, for example, I played Gecko in this match. Maybe if there was a Gecko on the other team, I would like to know, even though I think I need to use Wingman every single round, they were only using it on rounds, they were full buying, but not, on saves, etc., whatever, right? Obviously, I think the economy thing is a little bit more niche, but I don't know. It helps to see what other players are doing, what other habits people have. And honestly, it can help you develop your own strategy by looking at what other people are doing. And again, auto snapping on the timeline. I get it. It's probably a capacity issue, why it has to go to the nearest round and then move forward or rewind from there. But I just think, you know, this system can be more seamless. So I do hope they put a little bit more work into it and figure that out so that it can just snap to wherever I want on the timeline, especially if I'm downloading the game. I think it should be able to do that if I'm downloading. So hopefully that's in the next iteration of the replay system that works out. We got it, you know? We got the replay system. I am sure people will have their complaints on what it should have been, but for what it's worth, I think the replay system at the bare bones in any game, especially that it involves strategy and tactics and coordination with your team, is always going to be valuable. Even if it literally was only a free cam, the replay system has so much value to help you understand the game at a more in-depth level and also grow as a player, which I think at the end of the day, especially for a game like Valorant, when you think about what is the purpose for getting on every day, what is the purpose for grinding every day, especially during those moments when the grind can seem a little pointless, like you continue to queue up and you're not seeing any movement, I think the replay system adds a further level that allows for you to develop as a player and, you know, figure out some of those things that are going wrong for you throughout your games. I'll finish off this video with a couple of points of this replay review that I had for my own game, of moments that I kind of was looking at, rounds that I thought, oh, you know, I definitely should have played it better, or how did my team play this, and even specific moments where I'm like, oh, you know, my crosshair placement wasn't the best, especially compared to the other person, and that's why I lost that gunfight. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below your thoughts on the replay system. Again, I think it has a lot of value, but this could just be me. And I also know we've been waiting for this system for a very long time. So I am sure people have their thoughts and opinions, probably some disagreements with my overall sentiment. All that in the comments, and I'll see y'all for the next Valorant video. Enjoy the rest of the bit. With my knife out, I think I throw my flash here, right? Yep. How useful is that flash? Hold up. Is it really ever worth to throw out this flash here? No, because I'm only ever getting maybe garden. Like here, technically, if Cypher holds that angle, I get him. No, I don't. Or I think it's because line of sight. Yeah, alright.
I am the hunter.
I get the kill there, but not before. Wait. So what is Chamber looking at? Chamber should have backed all the way up. I couldn't save him in time. I get the kill there with the spike though.
One enemy
I get the Sova there.
down A.
I know where Yoro is. Or I have an idea of where he is. But I back up. That's good positioning right there. W positioning. Alright, and then that happens. Cool.
30 seconds left.
Yep, and then I'm holding now from elbow because they're going to push in. I don't even need to peek. Like, they have to push in at this point, so I feel like this is W positioning. Brim smokes out CT, which is fine, but low-key, I think you always smoke for elbow here so that Garden can push out. Although I think, is that ours or theirs? We get
One
up.
enemy remaining.
Brim. Here, oh, dude, this is me not playing this game enough right now. I literally am like, he's got to push out Garden, right? My crosshair, in fact, okay, so the Cypher, where's the Cypher's right here, right? So this is the Cypher's POV. Okay, this is actually really good for replays. My crosshair is on them,
Enemy remaining.
but when they swing out, they see me first, I'm pretty sure. No, we see each other, but see, my crosshair is, that's W crosshair placement from Cypher. Yeah, that's just, and then we look at each other. Mine's not lined up. His is. He shoots. I don't think I shot. Yeah, I didn't get.
B.
Get a shot up. W crosshair placement, but not from me.